Alright, welcome into the show. Creative Crypto here. In this video, I want to show you guys how to spot a bundler and what a bundler is, in case you don't know what that term means and what it means with meme coins. It's very important that you understand what a bundler is, what it does, and how to be able to spot them. Otherwise, if you end up buying into a bundler and don't know it, it can be like trying to drive a Lamborghini down an icy road. You are going to get wrecked. So let's not waste any more time, and I'll show you exactly how to spot a bundler. Okay guys, now before I show you how to spot a bundler, let me teach you what a bundler is. It's when somebody launches a coin on Pump.fun, they can utilize a separate style smart contract tool that can allow them to manipulate the way the coin launches. And basically it allows them to put as much Solana as they want in as many different wallets as they want to buy up the coin on launch on the same block that they create the coin with. So I know that's a lot to digest, but basically they're able to buy as much coins as they want, send it to all these different wallets all at once, and they can disguise it in various ways. Some are more easier to spot than others, some are more difficult. So what this is about is how to spot a bundler, whether it's easy to spot or difficult, because you need to know the game you're playing in order to strategize when you need to sell and get out, because there are times when some of these bundled coins do pump. However, they do have a shelf life, most of them, and they end up dumping eventually. So you need to understand this so you don't get wrecked. So the first way to be able to spot a bundler is the easiest way. This is when a coin's been launched on Pump.fun, and you notice at the end of the contract, it does not end in the word pump. If you notice that on a coin, it's 100% launched with a bundler. However, that doesn't guarantee that coins launched with pump are not bundled as well, because there's ways that people have figured out to still launch a coin that's bundled with pump at the end. So I'm going to show you in these next two ways on how to spot those as well. So the second way is on bubble maps, and you can see two different examples here of a bundled coin. On the left, we have this coin, and you can see right here this cluster of coins. So what you're looking at is the center is the first wallet that received the coins, and then they disperse them to all these other wallets, and even do another wallet over here that dispersed it again. It's kind of ironic that this coin is called monkeypox, and this actually looks like a virus. So if you see something like this on a bubble maps for a coin, definitely run for the hills, because this is definitely a bundler. Now, on the right side, you will see a second way on how a bundled coin might look on the bubble maps. You can notice that there's just a bunch of little bubbles everywhere. None of them are connected, but they're all everywhere, and it's too many bubbles for one coin. When you see something like this, definitely raise a red flag, and it's probably bundled. Which leads us into our third way how to spot a bundler is the holder count and the top 10 percentage. So any coin that has over 200 plus holders and they're just about to graduate on Pump.fun, or they're just kind of at like 40, 50K market cap, and they have a total holder section that looks like this, around 300 plus, most likely that is a bundler, and their bubble maps probably look similar to this one right here, because they're all different holders all spread out. Instead, one like this, which was a lot more sloppy and just did it like this. A good range for holders on coins just migrating to Pump.fun is usually around 100. I like to keep it around there. 150 will be pretty much the highest, but anything, 200, 300, 400 plus, definitely raise a red flag that it could possibly be bundled. Second way is to look at the top 10 holder percentage. Anything with a top 10 holder percentage less than 10%, like if you see one that's at 5% or 7% or 10%, that's not natural. Because meme coins, you're going to have big holders that come in and buy big bags. That's just the way the game works. And usually a sweet spot for a coin is between 20 and 30% is usually where the coins lie. Now, if you see something that comes in at 7%, 5%, 10%, that is most likely not natural, because you're not going to get that organic way of all these different holders coming in and buying up a small amount of the coin. It looks great. It looks like, wow, there's not that many top 10 holders, so nobody can really dump. However, probably 50 or 70% of those wallets, or even more, are all the same wallet. So they're just tricking you and tricking the statistics and tricking the bots and the scanners to make it look like it's a good coin because the top 10 holder percentage is low, but really it's all the same wallet. And then the next way is if they have a higher than 40% holder percentage is usually not natural as well, because basically they just decided to not disperse it to other wallets. They just kept it in large chunks. However, it's not guaranteed. Sometimes you have big holders on a coin, so you also have to check the holder count if you see this, because if there's not that many holders and the holder count is low, but the top 10 holder is high, and then you check the bubble maps and it looks fairly decent, there's a chance it's just a legit coin. It's still a risk because top 10 holder percentage is over 40%, but it's probably not bundled. But if you see a high holder count plus a high holder percentage and the bubble maps look like either of the one I just showed you, then yes, most likely that coin is bundled as well. So guys, now that you understand what a bundler is and how to spot them, let's go try this out in the field and get into the Solana meme coin trenches and see if we can utilize some of the info we just learned. Okay guys, and how I look for meme coins is using Photon. I like it to be able to scan the trending coins and also using their meme scope. It's very useful, makes it easy to filter through these coins as well. I don't actually trade using Photon, I just like to use it as a tool to analyze coins, and I do all my trading with the Trojan trading bot. So let's see if we can find some bundled coins. We can see right off the bat, we have one right here that just actually got listed on Radium. My filters right here are 20,000 in volume minimum and a $40,000 minimum market cap. I have these three checked right here, and then the DEX is only Radium, and this is trending coins on the 1 hour time frame. I also use the 30-minute time frame as well. I'm using the hour because you get more coins in here. The smaller you go down, the less coin options you will see. So that's just the way it works with the trending section. So let's look at this coin because this just migrated, and let's see how bundled this coin is. Okay, so looking at the chart, we can see that people are trying to play tricks on you here. They originally pumped it up on Pump.fun to around $40,000 market cap and then dumped it all. And that's how these bundlers work, is they literally have a button that says dump all, and they can dump all the wallets all at once. So you'll see huge red candles just completely wreck the chart. This one, they did it in like 3 transactions. Sometimes they can specify how many transactions they do it with as well. And then they're just playing games with you at this point. This was a dead coin just sitting at 5K, and then all of a sudden some huge buys comes in, probably the same Solana that came out over here, plus some more that they probably added in because they have already a big bundle with this coin. As we can see, holders are close to 400 right now, and we're only at a 58K market cap with really not much price action. We have 3 green candles and then 4 red candles and then 3 green candles here, all in the minute time frame. So this thing is definitely bundled. They're just trying to entice any buyers that they can to see if they can scrape by any amount of profit. So let's check the bubble maps and see how it looks for this coin on the bubble maps to see what kind of bundler they used, how sloppy they were, how much they were able to hide what happened here. So they did hide it very well with this one. So on the surface, someone might not think this is bundled, but we know for a fact it's bundled because the token contract does not end in pump. As we can see this here, it does not end, it ends in BCY6V. It is impossible to launch a coin on Pump.fun the normal way without having pump at the end. You are using some type of bundler and program to do this. So there's a chance this coin pumps, and who knows, you could have made some money with it. But most likely they have a certain market cap range of where they want this coin to get to, and then they're going to wipe it off the face of the earth. So just be very cautious, guys, when you do see the ones like this. Here's another one that recently launched that actually has pumped to 120K market cap. So really, a bundler really depends on the person that's running it. What are their intentions with it? Just like any project, how can a dev be more legitimate or safe versus other devs? Because with great power comes great responsibility. And if you launch with a bundler, you're going to have a lot of that power with a lot of the coins in your possession. So it really just depends how responsible you are with those coins and what your intentions are with them. Because yes, you could easily pump a coin if it's bundled. I'm not saying bundled coins don't pump. They do pump, but they all have a shelf life, and it just depends when they decide to press that sell all button and you're left holding the bag. So don't want to be one of those people. But notice a trend with these bundlers is they get an initial pump, then a dump, and then they pump it up again. So how many times they do this? It really remains to be seen, but it just depends if you want to take the risk. And the way these coins do it as well, some of them will even pay for trending and really pay for the marketing, like this one here. This is the Evil Kermit, I believe. I believe they are trending #1 here. It looks like this is some type of new paid advertisement for Dex Screener. I'm not exactly sure what these lightning bolts are. I know I've seen that recently. Looks like, yes, they're paying for ads, and they have a boost right there. So whatever this boost means, let's see what this is. Basically, you can boost the coin, some type of trending score. So yeah, they're paying for marketing, they're paying for ads, they're paying for everything they can to pump this as high as possible before they decide to pull the plug. Now this one actually has been pumping as well. So of course, yes, you can make money along with these things, and not saying that you can't. However, for me, I really don't want to play in this type of playing field. I want to look for the coins that aren't like this, that can actually have some staying power. Because you notice, these guys really trick you. You know, they'll pump it up to 100K, then dump it off the face of the earth, and then pump it up again. So maybe if you notice those trends, maybe you can try to make some quick money on this. Because if you did buy when it first dumped back to 27K, I mean, they would trick you again and went down another, 36% down to 16K. How strong-handed were you to hold your bags at that point? I'm sure not many people were able to do that. Maybe some that had inside information, but this one pumps up to 600% from there. So yes, you can make money with them, but you just have to understand the game you're playing, because that's what I don't like, is these people try to trick you and make you seem like they're legit coins. Now these ones are easy to spot, like I said, because they don't have pump at the end. Let's try to find a bundled coin with pump at the end. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to go to the meme scope, because this will be an easier way to find a coin that's just coming up on Pump.fun. Maybe some that have already graduated as well, and we can see how some of these are. So let's check the graduated section, and we'll go by the holder count. We'll put a minimum of 300 holders, and we'll check to see if we can find one that ends in pump that is most likely bundled. So we can see some of these meet the criteria. Let's see. Oh, this one right here definitely is probably bundled, because it only top 10 of 13%. So let's open this one up, and how many more can we find here? So this one probably was a good example as well. So let's check those, and then let's check this Yoda one right here as well. Okay guys, you can see with this one, Smiley Bob's World right here. Yes, had a huge pump up, got graduated from Pump.fun, had a shakeout there, got up to 80K, basically just fresh on Radium about right here, pumped up a little bit, and then they pulled the plug and pressed the sell all button. And here we go again, it's just flatlined. We can see holders of 4,000 here. So they really bundle this thing to the extreme, because there must be so many holders just holding basically less than a penny of the coin. And you can see they're still trying to sell off and just get every last penny that they can. I mean, look at this. I mean, people are just holding like 2 coins. I mean, this is absolutely absurd. And then we can see top 10 holder percentage of 12%. Yet again, they were even over the 10%, so maybe I should change that to 15% range. So just be cautious of something under 15%, basically, because they change the way they scam with these things, and this is why you need to be very careful. Now, of course, people will say, well, you could have gotten this coin at 35K on Pump.fun, or on this dip right here to 30K, rode it up to 80K, and made 150%. Yes, you could have. However, you're playing a very dangerous game of Russian roulette, and eventually, if you're not very careful, it could come back to bite you. Now, if you want to just maybe make 20-30% off of these coins, sure, you can try to do that as well, but then you never know if they decide to pump it up again, or just decide to dump it real quick before it even gets to Radium, because you have plenty of those examples as well. Let's check out this other example here. This one pumped up to 80K right off the bat, literally in 3 candles. That's another way you can tell right away, big candles, because they can try to hide the transactions as much as they want, but if this is the blockchain and you're going to see it, whether you see it in the candles, whether you see it in the bubble maps and the holders and the top 10 holder percentage, you're going to see the coin was bundled 100%. They cannot hide it. They can try to disguise it, but they cannot hide it. So that's why you have to know what to spot, know what to look for. And we can see this coin was just playing games with people basically all day, basically just having some volatility until they decided to just slowly rug the thing down, and the thing's over. And then let's check out this one here. This is, I believe, the Yoda coin here. This one's fairly new, and I suspect this one is bundled. It's just a lot more disguised. However, we'll check the bubble maps and see. We can see a couple people sent here, so not too bad. We have over 300 holders, so again, for the market cap of the coin, not likely that it's legitimate. It could be, you never know. 24% is pretty good, So if this thing is bundled, it is a pretty good disguise, but let's go to holders and see where these small little holders, how much are they actually holding. Now Photon only lets you go so far, so we have to actually go to the coin itself on SolScan. And we do see a lot of wallets holding a small percentage, and $3 here, $4 here. So most likely, yes, this is bundled. I don't know how bad it is. It's hard to tell how much, but definitely just based on the initial readings here, this coin is most likely bundled as well. Now, of course, people that bought this coin on Pump.fun at 20K, even right off the bat at 10K here, yes, they made a good amount. They could have made a 3-4x on that. So it doesn't mean just because a coin is bundled that you can't make money with it. You can. It's just a much higher risk game of gambling, and you definitely want to be able to understand the rules of the game before you play. And that's why now hopefully you guys can understand how a bundler works and how to spot them so you can better trade when you're doing your own manual trading. This does come into play too as well with copy trading, where if you notice one of the wallets that you're copying buys a coin that's bundled, that you can see the contract's different, and you can look into the coin and see, well, I better take some profit earlier if this coin is indeed bundled. Just some things to be aware of there in the meme coin space so you don't get wrecked. Knowing how to spot these coins and what to look for will definitely speed up your learning curve here trading meme coins and can help you secure profits before the chart gets wrecked. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found value in this. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, please hit a thumbs up, subscribe for more. Let me know down below, how have you been trading with meme coins? Do you trade coins that are bundled, or do you decide to just blacklist them and never trade them? What's your strategy to counteract this trend that's been going on Solana? And next video, I'm going to dive into more of the copy trading strategy and how to avoid different things with that as well, because I did run into an issue where I decided to experiment and activate a wallet that was trading using a program, something I always recommend not to do, but the wallet just looks so good and so clean, I decided to take a shot on it. However, the next trades that came after that absolutely wrecked my account. I posted a message in the Creative Crypto Media channel so you guys can take a look at what exactly happened and how to avoid those things. I'll go over that in more detail in the upcoming next video, where I dive into the copy trading strategy and show some past results and show you guys some new ways to look for wallets and how to analyze profitable meme coin traders. So be on the lookout for that. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you guys are. And until the next time we will talk again, take care and take charge. Creative Crypto out.